All right, good evening, and welcome to the City of Sandwich Committee of the Whole meeting. Tonight is Monday, May 5th, time being 7:01 PM. If you'll please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Alderwoman Johnson.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will Clerk E.E. please call the roll?
Alderman Arnett.
Here.
Alderwoman Erickson is absent. Alderman Fritsch.
Here.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Here.
Alderman Kreinbrink.
Here.
Alderman Lilbrandt.
Here.
Alderman Robinson.
Here.
And Alderman White Cotton.
Here. All right, thank you. We have a quorum. We'll move on with our meeting. Under the mayor's report, I'd like to thank the Sandwich High School students for coming tonight. We do have some of their achievements we'd like to recognize as the Illinois State Scholars, and we have, I believe, one wrestling athlete here. So if we could have Mr. Darnell come on up. Dr. Darnell. I probably knew you when you were a mister. Does that count? All right. That's all right. If we could get up a microphone, we'll have you just kind of have the students come up and announce a little bit about them. I have it here, but I'd like for it to be a little more meaningful from you, and you certainly know who they are. And then we can recognize their achievements.
All right, I'll start with our Illinois State Scholars first, and then we have Peyton DeWitt coming up. When I call your name, come on up here, right?
If I can have council come up, we'll go ahead and line up here in front and shake their hands like we did last time, if that's fine.
They'll run the gamut down there, and they'll shake your hand. Sorry you had to be the first one, baby. All right, next we have Reagan Fisher. Coming up. Keegan Heron. Sophia Hill. Lillian Mitchell. Nigel Sadulon. Charlotte Wortman. And then for athletics, we have two-time 2A state place winner, Cooper Corder. Come on up, Cooper. Yeah, Cooper will take you down if you move too fast there. But, yep.
So I do have a couple words. So we'd like to thank and acknowledge our high school students for being here today, for their state and academic and athletic scholars, for your achievements that you've accomplished and represented our community inter-school. We thank you for taking the time to come here tonight. This is something we started a couple months ago. We think it's important that our community, because we're on live TV tonight, so everybody at home will be able to see you. So that way we can recognize all that you've accomplished, and again, we applaud you for your efforts and your accomplishments. So thank you. All right, Attorney Report, Attorney Gottschalk. You're welcome to stay if you want a wonderful lesson on local politics.
A lot of what I'll have will be throughout the meeting, but just a couple things I did want to note for the next meeting. We did get copies of all of the bonds for all of the elected officials. Those were for the mayoral position, clerk position, and treasurer position. So we have all those, and the incoming officers and elected officials, they'll be signing their oaths that Denise have for the next meeting. A couple updates on the litigation, I have continued to try to contact the attorney for the railroad property, 200 Railroad. We have a court date coming up, so at that point, I'm just going to inform them that settlement negotiations are no longer an option, and we're going to proceed on that. I think everyone knows we're in the process of the demolition on the Main Street. Waiting to hear from an attorney on the Castle Street. And we have, the Castle 5th Street. And then we have everything that we need for the 209 Castle Street. I think that we just have to determine what action that we're gonna take with regard to repairing the property or not. And then I will have comments on the plat and Fair Ones things, but that's kind of an update for now.
Okay, any questions for our attorney? All right, Clerk Yee.
I have the abstract of votes that was canvassed by Tasha Sims, DeKalb County Clerk, with the results of the election April 1st. 1,609 ballots were cast. The numbers I give does include both counties, DeKalb and Kendall. Todd Latham received 467 votes. I received 1,119 votes. Sandy Kohler, as treasurer, received 1,019 votes. Matt Chun, for Ward 1 Alderman, 273 votes. Janelle Inman, Ward 2, 208 votes. Ward 3, Jay Ketchum, 225 votes. And then a write-in for Ward 4, Don Dankel, 74 votes. Speaking for myself, I want to express my gratitude for the voters. And I am humbled by the show of support, and I thank everyone. Your turn.
I'm good, thank you. Appreciate everybody's efforts. Anything else?
That's it for now.
All right, thank you. All right, City Administrator Report, Jeff Penman.
Good evening. Just want to express to the outgoing alderpersons, thank you for your time and your efforts. I think I very much have appreciated working with all of you. I think you each bring a unique set of skills to the group, and it's very much appreciated. I know the group doesn't always agree, but that's part of it, is that what we want to do is be able to discuss these things and work through them. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate your support, and I wish you all good luck. That's all I have.
Okay, questions for Jeff on anything? Yes,
Just
Rich.
one real quick, the demolition on Main Street. They removed some trash, but it's been sitting there and there's no action. Any idea why?
We're
or-
waiting on utilities. We're waiting for ComEd and NICOR.
I hope it's not the same that we had to wait on lately.
I'm hoping not to.
Thank you.
Okay, other questions for our administrator? Okay, City Department reports, EMA Director Tony Eberly.
Just a reminder, outdoor warning siren testing tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That's all that I have.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Chief Senni?
Just real quick, events that we attended over the last 2 weeks, Explorer meetings, we played bingo. We also did a DEA drug take-back. We did an escort to prom. We had lunch with the seniors at the Fox Valley Center, and then also coffee before business. Just an update on our lateral process. We've received one application that's going to be forwarded to the Police Commission. Going forward, though, we are going to keep our lateral process open until we fill both positions, or we are able to send another officer to the academy. The next academy date is in September. Speaking of officers, Officer Dwyer has successfully completed his probationary period, so he is no longer on probation. The new squad that from last year's budget is currently up at Ultra Strobe getting outfitted. Hopefully we'll have that back in the next week or so. And then I just want to read an appreciation letter for Officer Bright. This is from the library. Thank you for collaborating with us in this year's in-service. They appreciate your time and willingness. They look forward to future projects with us. So good job by Officer Bright. He did some, I would call, outraged people or difficult people scenario training there during their in-service. And then just a reminder of the webpage, our webpage, and then the dashboard for the community. And then last, I just want to thank the officers for the work they do every day.
Okay, questions for Chief Senni? All right, engineer report, Kurt Detman.
All right, 2024 pavement management program from last fall. Final restoration was recently inspected and found to be spotty. No surprise there. Overseeding will need to be done by the contractor to get the grass to grow, so we'll be coordinating with deconstruction to get that done and make sure that the grass does come in properly. Main Street improvements, that project, the contract with Fisher Excavating has been completed by IDOT. Pre-con meeting is set for May 19th, coming up here in a couple weeks. The construction schedule will be coordinated with them and discussed, and we'll get some final dates when they're going to start. And then looking at the town hall meeting with Sandwich residents on May 22nd, which is a Thursday, anticipating around 6 p.m. And that's all I got.
Okay, so anyone that lives on Main Street, that town hall is free to come. We'll update you on the project. You can ask questions of the engineers, just to get a better idea of the timing, and what will happen with both lanes as we continue to do construction on the street. All right, questions for engineer? Okay, council reports. Alderman Arnett?
I have nothing this evening.
Okay. Alderman Fritsch?
Yeah, I just want to bring up on the Opera House has requested a street closure for June 8th. We're having a Jimmy Buffett tribute band, and we want to have which is at 3 o'clock on a Sunday. So we want to have a pre-concert party. We're going to, right in front of City Hall with a couple food trucks. And we're going to set a bar up in the community room for beer and wine. And I'm not sure if it's unclear to me whether we need to vote on this or not.
Not at this meeting, but it'll be on the next council meeting agenda under its regular agenda.
Okay.
We will need to have discussion if anyone objects to the street closure for this event, though. Have routed it through the supervisors. I've heard nothing, so.
Will there be margaritas?
No, only beer and wine. There might be wine coolers in pre-mixed or whatever. But
Okay.
this is something new we want to try, so.
Yeah, does anyone object to the street closure? Okay, we'll go ahead and have,
And
we'll sign off for the council.
work with whoever the new liaison is on getting barricades at that time close enough so we can slide them over or whatever.
Okay, and then it'll be a special permit, right?
Right.
Okay, that'll still have to be applied for through our process. Okay, any questions on that event? Okay,
Thank you, that's all I have.
okay, thank you, Bill. Alderwoman Johnson?
The only thing I want to say, honestly, is thank you to Mr. Robinson here for coming earlier and asking questions during the meeting. I really appreciated that. Like everybody, we don't catch every little thing, so I was grateful that you came and pointed that out. Other than that, nope. Next meeting, you guys will have some stuff to vote on, so.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Kreinbrink?
Just like what Jeff said, thanks to everybody that's leaving. Thanks for all of the good conversations we've had and the good friendships. I mean, we might not all agree on every single thing, but we always walk out of here with the understanding that we're here for the main reason, that's for the public, so thank you very much. And to the incoming council, looking forward to the next steps here. We're gonna make it great again.
Okay, Alderman Littlebrand?
Just a thank you again to everybody, really appreciate it. Same sentiments as Fred. I think sometimes debate is lost these days, and I think that we've done a pretty decent job of trying to maintain that decorum, so appreciate you all. Thank you.
Okay. Alderman Robinson?
Just echo the sentiments of everyone else. Congrats to both the outgoing and incoming alder people. I originally was going to talk about residential late fees tonight. It was supposed to be under me. You see, it was under old business. I'm going to pass on that, and then for the next meeting, I will make sure that I have a proposal to the council, at least some discussion points and everything to maybe come up with a different plan.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Rich?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Alderman Whitecotton?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Okay. All right, so under old business, we did have the utility late fees. I understand Alderman Robinson would like to move that to the next meeting. Is there anyone else that wants to discuss it, or are we all good with bringing it up on the 19th? Okay, we'll move to that agenda for discussion. New business, any announcements, council or Jeff, city administrator?
No, nothing to add.
All right, this is our public comment timeframe. You're limited to 5 minutes. Please address your comments to me as the mayor and not a council member. I have Dr. Phyllis Wallington. If anyone else wishes to speak, there's a form you can fill out to come forward if you'd like. All right, please go ahead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A week ago Sunday, I was out walking my dogs, 2 7-pound chihuahuas, minding my own business, 7 a.m., and I was attacked by a loose dog. The owner called it a boxer mix. His girlfriend, however, has referred to it as a pit bull on Facebook. This dog has a history, they both do. I would encourage this city council to take far more punitive measures for residents who have chronically loose dogs. Unfortunately, I was bitten several times. I am probably looking at surgery, and say it was a child on a bike or a lady with a stroller or whatever. I was transported to the hospital. I missed a week of work. I am very lucky that I have a financial wherewithal where it will not set me back, but at this point in time, my medical bills are pushing $50,000. So I would encourage you to please help your residents out, because if somebody doesn't have insurance, this could devastate them, especially if they can't work. And again, minding my own business. Thank goodness there was a gentleman next door laying mulch, a landscaper, who pulled the dog off me. Just food for thought.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to make a public comment? All right, is there a motion to adjourn our committee of the whole before we take a break and come back? Alderwoman Johnson, is there a second?
I'll second.
Alderman Robinson, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Committee of the whole meeting is adjourned. Take a quick break, and we'll get ready for the next meeting.